What's goody, what's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy, WhosManz. You already know what time it is. We about to get into this 32-team gameplay. You got the Ravens going against the Cardinals. And yeah, this should be a good one. I should explain a lot to y'all, so let's lock in. We got another film study style gameplay. I'm using the Ravens here. And I think this one's going to be more so defensively than offensively because all the games that I recorded, so it's going to be the Ravens, Saints, Seattle, and then Steelers. I all recorded those on the 22nd. I don't know what day this is, going up, but recorded all those, and I played just horribly, and more so because I was not adjusting at all, and I'm gonna let this next 4 games be kind of like a film study and a kind of like a lesson that just because you have something that you think should work, it's not always going to work the way you think it is, and you definitely need to adjust. For instance, that sail play, you see he ran it 2 or 3 times so far, and he finally is hitting that out. I was in cover 6, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do this because trips, I don't want to get anything too crazy. And also, if you notice, whenever he comes out in that formation, he's gonna run the toss. So whenever you see this, when you see them use the same play multiple times out of one formation, you have to lock in on that, because usually when they come back to it, they're going to use the same play. For instance, this quads, gun quads here, it's the same kind of play. Double in with a go coming out the slot. He's going to run it 2-3 times in a row, and I never adjusted to it. It's just, this game is all about adjustments and changing things up when they're not working. So you're really going to see it in the Steelers game, where I actually just decide to change things up and try to do things differently and stop doing them the same way. As we get the interception there, had he paid attention, he had the out in that sail play open, as we throw a nice little pass to Mark Andrews on the corner out there. The safety was just too far off and nobody was covering him in the slot. Run that play. Right here, I try to get my run game going. I back up way too far. Try to throw that slant. I had him open, but I should have just stopped. I don't need to back up that far. And there, I think I got lucky because that could have been picked off. Horrible play. And then once again, another dumb play. Should have punted the ball. Make him fight for these yards instead of getting the ball on the 36. As once again, you see, he keeps coming out in the same formation, same plays. And right there, I switched it up. I do a better job of adjusting to what he's doing in this game. But, my other opponents, I don't do too well. And right there, he runs the sail again. You see, he throws the out. I have to change up on that. So what did I end up doing is playing cover 2 and using one of my hook zones to cover him, as you see here. And we have one over the middle. Now, had he been able to wait just 2 seconds, he would have probably had that slant coming from the backside come open. But he doesn't, because we get pressure, making him hold the ball, and then he throws the pick 6. So sometimes when you make adjustments and you take the time, you make really good reads. And here, he was running Hail Mary with 20-something seconds left. It threw me off. I was like, bro, I don't know what to do. And he was getting me. But once again, I was like, all right, well, now that he's down here, he can't do that. He's going to have to, I'm going to make it tough for him. Put up my spy. I want him to stay inbounds. Have him throw the ball out. 14 seconds left. Once again, I think he went to the same play, but right there I made him stay inbounds, and goes to half because he doesn't have any any timeouts. And atrocious run stick there, running directly into JJ Watt, and my goodness, right there I should have just thrown the drag, but I get lucky. He has Chandler Jones there. Chandler Jones isn't going to animate, and we have Sammy Watkins right there for huge gain. Huge gain. And right there, I don't make my proper reads. Right here, running the ball up the middle. He's in a formation I really like. He kept spreading the D-line out. So, we're going to take advantage of that. Do it again, almost get the end zone. And then now I make the decision to do a sort of a stick concept almost, except for I know if he's in zone, those two corners are going to back up, allowing me to throw underneath because, it's just easier that way. So we get the touchdown right here. Once again, he keeps throwing the toss out and do a good job of stopping it so far. He's in the trips, vertical, drag vertical, and that's another formation that I should have picked up on, which I didn't. When D-Hop is, close to the line of scrimmage like that, which I believe is called nasty, he's going to run that vertical drag under, and I never paid attention to it. And once again, he runs the sail. I do, make the proper adjustments for it. I just didn't put a spy, so he ends up getting over there, and I, force him to throw the ball out of bounds right here. I usually don't like, what should I say? I usually don't like putting a spy up that close to the end zone, but with Kyler, I kind of have to. Right here, I at least want to get a field goal, and we get the juke, pick up a nice gain. I'm trying not to force anything in this situation right here. Another really good run. Something I should have just picked up on and kept running the ball, but he sends a nice little blitz. We throw a perfectly timed screen pass to him, 2nd and 1, pick up the first down. We're at least in field goal territory. I should have kept running it to the left, but I don't. And right there, I had a couple people open, and I just didn't go through my read progression, and you can tell because X was kind of open there. I could have thrown it to X, but I didn't. So we ended up taking a field goal, which is not bad. We go up 2 possessions, and right here, I fell into that sack. I don't know how. I got caught in my D-line. He's in the quads again. I'm just gonna man it up, and he's running, and then he just decides to showboat. So I mean, you already know what's gonna happen now. He fumbles, we get the ball back, and you definitely have to capitalize on people's mistakes. Which right here, it threw me off because Hamilton stopped for a quick second, and I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna bite down on the out. And then he kept going, and I threw it the wrong way. I should have let it more up the field, and I let it kind of more towards the sideline, and it gave him time to catch up to it. And right there we get the sack, sending some more pressure. He keeps running the exact same play over and over again, and then boom, we get the interception. Jimmy Smith comes down on it. Really good corner. He's not the fastest, so but he is good. So get the pick back, and we're at least going to be able to get a field goal out of this and throw it to Sammy Watkins there. He's been running a lot of man, and I should have been running more drags, but of course I'm not paying attention. So run the ball up the middle here. Horrible run stick once again. Should have just followed my blockers, but I'm not. Being hard-headed right there. If you try to follow him, doesn't work. That's fine. We're up 2 possessions with a minute left. So at this point, he's just running crossers, and we're playing man, so we're doing a better job there. Which once that Seattle game comes out, you'll see. It's just you definitely have to make a lot more adjustments. Pay attention to what your opponent does. Usually people come out in the same plays when they come out in a certain formation. They don't like to switch up the play out of the formation, but hopefully you did learn something in this. You have to adjust to what your opponent is doing. It just because you have something that you like and usually works, sometimes it doesn't always work, and you have to change it up. And that's going to be the theme of these next few videos, the next 4 gameplays, I should say. And I think you'll see it really come to bear its fruit in the Steelers game, because I want to say second half of the Steelers game, I actually change up some stuff defensively and do a better job. And then I also take what my opponent gives me. And a lot of these games you're going to watch, I was kind of forcing stuff and I wasn't taking what my opponent was, given. So as you see there, he didn't have a great offensive game because, like I said, my opponent offensively was just making a lot of mistakes. So thank you guys for watching. We're going to come out with more. Like I said, the Saints are next. Got more air raid more air raid plays coming out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.